if you're watching this, let's like and subscribe. Help the boys out just a little bit. It does go a long way, right?
It does. I can't tell you how many times I've connected with coaches or teachers or, that content creation is something that it's always in the back of my mind. I need to be doing this for my team. I need to find a way to implement some kind of content creation. It provides value for my agents. It provides value for my clients, but it's one of those things ultimately that I just have to find a way to outsource it because I'm not creative, right? Hey,
good news. I got an option for you.
As much as I want to pretend that I can be creative and come up with it, I just can't.
Yeah, and I think I was feeling the same thing about a year ago, which is when we started to make our first hire for the Mad Cash Media stuff.
Okay.
And originally the content creation was not meant to take off and be its own separate thing like it has kind of become. Right? It's kind of evolved past just like me hiring my own content creator to help me with my own stuff.
Yeah.
And now, because there's a whole bunch, I was in your exact same shoes, and what I have found is that oftentimes it's the top producers that are in that boat. The people that are crushing a certain industry, the people that are absolutely dominating and doing really, really well with what they're doing, the people that have the content, they just don't have the creation side of it.
Yeah.
And if I can plug in that creation side of it, it helps their brands. But like for us, the people that we're choosing to work with and the people that we want to work with continually are the people that have that brand. They just don't have the ability to show it off. Right.
That makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. Dude, it's an art. It's an art. And I think the other hard thing too is, as a team leader, I kind of get those blinders on sometimes. Right. And content's a long-term play. I feel like would that be?
Yeah. I think content is a long-term play because when I first got into it, the question that I kept asking myself, just like you, right? When you're growing your business and when you're building your business, what you're trying to ask yourself is, okay, if I put $1 in, how long till I get $1 out?
Exactly.
And so that was kind of the stuff that I was trying to look for, was like, okay, if I can look and say, okay, I spent X amount on content creation this month.
Yep.
And I generated this many leads, it was a success.
Yep.
Content creation is completely different than that. And that's because content creation is personal branding.
Right.
Content creation is not lead gen. Content creation is personal branding.
Totally.
The difference between personal branding and advertising, this is all stuff that I've learned in the last 6 months, I would say, right? This is all brand new for me. But the difference between content creation and personal branding and advertising is advertising works really, really well. Generating Facebook leads through spending money on ads works really, really well to an extent.
Sure.
But then as soon as that money you spent on ads is done, it's gone. And you're never going to see it again.
Yep.
As soon as you stop spending money on a billboard, it's done. You'll never see it again. As soon as you're done paying for print, it's gone. You'll never see it again. But content creation, right? Let me see that phone again real quick, Jonah. Sorry, I just want to do something really quick. Let's just see. So like, for example, let's just pull up TikToks. So since we've been sitting down, we are 5 minutes in. I've had, let's see, 57 likes just on stuff since we've been set. So like, and about 2,000 views on different things, right? Just different pieces of content from this podcast. So that's the difference here. I'm gonna throw this back to you one last time. That's the difference between personal branding through content creation and advertisement, is that personal branding doesn't stop working for you.
I've always said branding is advertising that keeps on giving.
And it doesn't stop.
Yep.
And that's what I think is, and more than that, personal branding, I think, is going to be more important as the years go on. And
Totally.
and I think it's because people like our generation, you don't necessarily care how many five-star reviews somebody has on something anymore.
Yep.
That's our parents' generation. I call our parents' generation the 5-star reviewers because they're the ones, and I think it's because of what they were taught by their parents, which was, Dalton, you never buy anything on the internet, ever.
Yep.
And then our parents kind of took that a step further and they said, okay, well, you never buy anything on the internet unless they have 5 stars.
Unless they have 5 stars.
Now people like you don't care. But if you see a product on social media and you see how it's interacting and you see how a real estate agent is using it in their everyday life, you're sold.
Yeah.
If you see how it makes your life better, you don't necessarily care how many reviews something got.
Totally.